This is sorry. It's May 19th, about 3:07 p.m. This is another video about the UFO. Obviously, I've been taking quite an interest on this. The reason I'm interested in this is yesterday I did a calculation with the 2004. Once again, the 2004 encounter by David Fravor at the west coast of Mexico in the Pacific Ocean. During that encounter, he and his co-pilot eventually lost track of the UFO. That UFO, the TicTac UFO, circle above, keep climbing, and his F-18 keep coming down. And once that UFO realigns and just shoot and disappears. But the USS Princeton picked up the signal of the UFO 60 miles away in a couple seconds later. So yesterday I did a calculation. I assume 60 miles in 5 seconds, and then New York and Tokyo is about like 6,000 some miles, 6,000 plus miles. At the end, I calculated that UFO has a speed that can cover this distance between New York JFK Airport, and Tokyo Haneda Airport. That UFO can travel this distance between these two airports in about like 9.4 minutes. So in less than 10 minutes, you can go from New York to Tokyo. My commute to work is about 23 minutes, and I travel about 17 to 18 miles for work. Imagine that UFO take off at the same time that I take off to go to work at the office. The UFO can travel to Tokyo from New York, come back to New York, and that UFO will still be 3 minutes earlier before I reach my office in 23 minutes. That's how fast that UFO is. So, but I assume 60 miles in 5 seconds. I don't know how long that USS Princeton picked up that UFO. They say in just mere seconds, that UFO travels 60 miles. And the more I think about it, it's just more amazing it gets that UFO can travel that fast. Can you imagine what if I have that kind of technology? What would happen? My parents currently live in Asia, and I live in East Coast of the United States. I basically can fly from East Coast of the United States to Asia and visit them every day. And it only take me 10 minutes to fly over there to see them and come back. I can literally have lunch and dinner with them every day. It's not going to be like take a 3-week vacation, fly 12 hours going from Philadelphia to somewhere in just East Asia, just on the East Asia. So anyway, that technology now existing with these UFO demonstrating it off the coast of Virginia and also off the coast of California. The U.S. military have to take this very seriously. They have a technology that's probably hundreds and thousands of years ahead of us. Just amazing. Can you imagine that we don't get hold of this technology and the Chinese and Russians get it first? It would be catastrophic for the United States. Anyway, I have my talk on that topic, and the other thing I want to talk about is if we get one of these UFO, how we're going to test my theory is true, that it's using a space-time warping engine. So if we get a UFO, we capture it, and we know how to fly the damn thing, we'll put it on a platform, and that TicTac UFO will just set it on top. Now I assume that UFO cannot activate the space warping engine just on the platform. It will have some sort of thruster. I guess I don't know which side is what. Doesn't matter. That UFO will fire its thruster. It floats up a couple meters, and you activate the space warping engine. It creates a bubble. Let's say that UFO doesn't travel anywhere, just hover a couple meters couple meters. Let's just say 5 meters. Hover there and stay there. I don't want it to go anywhere. So let's say I'm assuming that warp bubble, the space-time warp bubble, is a pulling mechanism, not pushing mechanism. So it's pulling it up. The bubble, the warp vector is this direction. And then what happened is, what I would do is set up some sort of detection on one side, this tall. And let's say the UFO is 3 meters tall. 3 meters. And this thing is, I don't know, 10 meters, 15 meters. I'm just estimating it. So this wall, whatever the detection screen or wall is, it's about like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know, 15 meters. Well, that's 15 meters, that doesn't make sense. So I don't know, 30 meters, 5 meters, 30 meters. Let's just say 30 meters. This is 9 scale. So what will happen is, once this UFO floats and stay there, just keep it there. What I will do is, before all this happened, when the UFO was staying on the platform, I will shine a laser, like, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. Let's say shine a laser this direction. And see if the laser beam hits on the top of the detection screen. And then the laser is traveling in a straight line. This is a laser. I don't know, I'm drawing, this is bad. This is a laser. Once this thing flow out 5 meters, you fire the laser at the same direction. And don't move the laser at all. See it, and then after it floats, see if the laser will get distorted inside this space-time warp bubble. I don't know how the laser is going to behave inside the warp bubble, but eventually I suspect is that the laser propagation will be altered compared to the original point. This is the original point. And I don't know how the laser is going to behave. It could be, it could bend this direction, or you bend this direction. I don't know. I have no idea. But what I want to find out is that what's going on with the laser around the vicinity of the UFO when it's floating 5 meters off the ground, off the platform. That's one thing I would like to test if I get hold of this UFO. But the figure thing, how to capture one of these UFOs without it retaliating, without the aliens or whoever's piloting and retaliate, thinking that we are attacking them. And then second is how to figure out how to fly it. How to fly the damn thing, keep it afloat, like 5 meters off the platform. Anyway, that's all I have. So I just hope we do figure out how this kind of technology works. It will be a game changer for us, for humanity. And then that's it. Thanks. Bye.